In America, we are often misinformed. Reality shows have distorted our understanding of what a hero is or what the truth really means. For years, talk show hosts, TV personalities, and sitcom actors have been employed to distract us, to make us laugh, keep us happy, and docile so that we remain oblivious to what's really happening. It's creepy. It's like a fetishistic event. Keanu Reeves, a name synonymous with humility and resilience, has faced countless battles in Hollywood's dark underbelly. From personal tragedies to professional obstacles, Keanu's journey has been anything but easy. Now, it seems Jim Carrey might be on a similar path. Known for his comedic genius and larger than life characters, Carrey has found himself at odds with Hollywood's elite. Jim Carrey has never shied away from speaking his mind. His journey from comedy legend to a voice against Hollywood's darker side is remarkable. According to Carrey, Hollywood punishes those who don't play by its rules. He has accused Will Smith of abusing young actors and hinted at a larger network of abuse and control within Hollywood, suggesting that many of the industry's biggest names are complicit. Hollywood is just spineless en masse, Carrey said. It really felt like a clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore. These allegations have put Carrey in the spotlight and made him a target. The question remains, why is he being targeted so aggressively? Jim Carrey's outspoken nature and refusal to conform have made him a threat to Hollywood's establishment. But he's not alone. Keanu Reeves, known for his humility and kindness, has also faced his share of hardships in the industry. Reeves has been open about the difficulties he's encountered, from personal tragedies to professional setbacks. In a 2019 interview with GQ, Reeves revealed his time in movie jail. He said Fox Studios blacklisted him after he turned down the sequel to Speed, and that blacklist lasted for 14 years. Let's rewind to 1994, a golden year for movies like Pulp Fiction, The Shawshank Redemption, The Lion King, and Forrest Gump. Action fans had hits like The Crow, True Lies, Leon, The Professional, and of course, Speed, which catapulted Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock into a list status. The film grossed $350 million against a $38 million budget. But every success story has a dark side. For Keanu, Speed's triumph was a double-edged sword. After the movie's success, the studio naturally wanted a sequel. Sandra Bullock agreed, but when it came to Keanu, things took a turn. Reeves wasn't interested in doing a sequel. When Speed 2, Cruise Control was released, Reeves was nowhere to be found. Instead, Jason Patric was brought in, but he couldn't capture the same magic. Reeves explained his decision to decline the sequel. I read the script and I couldn't do it. It's called Speed and it's on a cruise ship. Reeves turned down a $5.5 million salary for the movie and went back to theater in Canada, earning under $2,000 a week to play Hamlet. Naturally, Fox wasn't pleased. The studio spread rumors that Reeves had declined the role to tour with his band, Dogstar, but he insisted that was far from the truth. He simply wasn't ready to dive into another action flick, especially after just finishing Chain Reaction, which he found unsatisfying. On top of that, Reeves had broken his ankle in a motorcycle accident, so the idea of performing stunts for Cruise Control probably didn't appeal to him. Hollywood didn't care about Reeves or his health and decided to give him the cold shoulder. It turns out that not doing the film might have been the best decision for Reeves. Speed 2, released in 1997, was a colossal flop, grossing only $64.5 million against a budget of $110 to $160 million. It's widely regarded as one of the worst sequels ever, with a Rotten Tomatoes score of just 4%. Aside from being blackballed, Keanu Reeves has faced serious personal hardships while building his impressive career. He has had to deal with heartbreaking tragedies involving those close to him. In the late 90s, Reeves' sister Kim was battling leukemia. At the same time, Reeves was in a relationship with actor Jennifer Syme. They met in 1998 and were expecting their first child together. But tragically, their daughter Ava was stillborn in 1999. This loss strained their relationship, and they soon split. Then, in 2001, Syme died in a car accident after leaving a party at Marilyn Manson's house. Although they were not together at the time, her death deeply affected Reeves. He was also close friends with River Phoenix, who tragically died from a drug overdose in 1993 at just 23 years old. Reeves had co-starred with River in the 1991 film My Own Private Idaho, and the loss left him devastated. Reeves' experiences highlight a pattern of mistreatment and exploitation within Hollywood, similar to what Jim Carrey has exposed. Jim Carrey's journey from bringing laughter to the world to being labeled eccentric by the media has been intriguing. However, recent insider claims suggest that there might be more to this story than meets the eye. The star of Dumb and Dumber, known for his vibrant energy and comedic talent, has reportedly been causing concern among his friends due to his increasingly reclusive lifestyle. I do believe in manifestation, the power of that kind of stuff, but I don't believe that any of it matters, Carrey once said. On his 62nd birthday, Carrey made a rare public appearance, looking disheveled and hardly recognizable. Friends worry about his well-being, especially since he's been spending time in Hawaii, hiding away and showing little interest in Hollywood. In March 2022, the Ace Ventura star revealed to Access Hollywood that he was likely retiring from acting. "I'm retiring," he said. "Yeah, probably. I'm being fairly serious. It depends if the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see. I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break." Carrey added, "I feel like I have enough. I've done enough. I am enough." This shift in focus towards personal fulfillment through artistic endeavors seems to have prompted concern among his friends. Carrey has begun to hint at Hollywood's concealed agenda to mold actors into mere reflections of their on-screen personas, manipulating the line between fiction and reality. In interviews and public appearances, Carrey's comments have raised eyebrows. He admitted that he often found himself losing his identity to the characters he portrayed. If you go deep enough into those characters, you realize that your own character is pretty thin to begin with. Who's Jim Carrey? Oh, he doesn't exist. Carrey recently revealed that Hollywood is a spineless industry. During a 2022 appearance on CBS Mornings, he told Gayle King, "I was sickened by the standing ovation. It felt like Hollywood is just spineless en masse," referring to the moment when Will Smith received the Best Actor award at the Oscars after slapping Chris Rock on stage. Carrey said that if he had been in Rock's position, he would have sued Smith. "I'd have announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. That insult is going to last a very long time." Cat Williams also shared his thoughts on the incident. He suggested that Smith might be a power slave, doing whatever it takes to climb the celebrity ladder. Williams implied that there are puppeteers controlling Smith's every move behind the scenes. He even hinted that the Oscar drama was a setup, carefully orchestrated to keep Smith in check. Williams emphasized that in showbiz, where illusion often trumps reality, staged dramas like this are more common than we think. "We have to understand that these are two giants in our field. If you're a black person, this is the two guys too big and too good to be involved in what they're in. That would make sense if it was me and Michael Blackson slapping each other, not Will Smith and Chris Rock." Moreover, Williams suggested that Smith's recent struggles in his projects, such as After Earth with his son Jaden, signal a deliberate move by these puppeteers to discredit and sideline him. By orchestrating public scrutiny and professional setbacks, they effectively make Smith unemployable in the eyes of Hollywood's power brokers. Jim Carrey's journey to Hollywood stardom was a testament to hard work and determination. Raised in a lower middle-class family, Carrey dreamed of making it big in showbiz from a young age. He honed his skills through impressions and comedic performances in local comedy clubs. Carrey's break came when he moved to Los Angeles in the early 1980s. He quickly caught the attention of television audiences with his spot-on impressions of celebrities, leading to appearances on popular shows like The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson and In Living Color. His unique brand of physical comedy catapulted him to stardom, with movies like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, The Mask, and Dumb and Dumber solidifying his status as the king of comedic acting. As the 2000s rolled in, Carrey began exploring dramatic roles. His first dramatic role in The Truman Show earned him critical acclaim and his first Golden Globe Award. He followed this with another remarkable performance in Man on the Moon, winning a second Golden Globe. But as Carrey transitioned from comedy to drama, he encountered backlash from the film industry. While his dramatic performances were praised, an unsettling aura of doubt began to surround him. Filmmakers started branding him as difficult to work with, and the once fervent adoration from audiences began to wane. Carrey's career began to decline, and he faced personal tragedies that shook him to the core. Losing his ex-girlfriend and being accused by her parents of involvement in her demise tarnished his reputation and left him emotionally scarred. Hollywood's response was indifferent, adding to Carrey's disillusionment. In the midst of this turmoil, Carrey found solace in spirituality, embracing meditation and visualization. His spiritual awakening led him to question Hollywood's demand for complete surrender to roles, often at the cost of an actor's sanity. One fan pointed out, "He's not insane when he's speaking facts." This sheds light on how the entertainment world often labels those who disrupt the status quo as eccentric or unstable, deflecting attention from the substance of their revelations. Jim Carrey's bold stance not only redefined the perception of him as an artist, but also brought to the forefront the struggle between creative expression and the industry's desire to maintain control. As Carrey's transformation unfolded, it became clear that Hollywood wasn't ready to embrace a Jim Carrey who questioned the status quo. Keanu Reeves' disillusionment with Hollywood mirrors Carrey's journey. Despite everything, Reeves remains one of the most down-to-earth and genuinely kind celebrities out there. He continues to remain optimistic, despite the hardships. One of the coolest things about Keanu is how he's always willing to put others before himself. Instead of being a diva, he's a total legend. In 1999, he made a ton of cash for starring in The Matrix, but he decided to give a big chunk of it, reportedly around $75 million, to the special effects crew and other behind-the-scenes folks. He felt they deserved it more than he did. When he was at the peak of his heartthrob status, Keanu took a $2 million pay cut for The Devil's Advocate, just so the studio could afford to bring in heavyweights like Al Pacino. He also slashed his paycheck by 90% for The Replacements, just so they could snag Gene Hackman. But it's not just about money with Keanu. Fans are constantly amazed by his respect for his female co-stars and fans alike. In 2019, social media was abuzz with praise for him after fans noticed that he has a habit of letting his hand hover behind the women he poses with rather than touching them, a courtesy seen as a sign of respect. The Matrix star donates lavishly to charities, often anonymously. He was inspired by his younger sister Kim's past battle with leukemia and has since donated significant amounts to children's hospitals and cancer research. However, unlike many stars who attach their names to charitable work, Reeves prefers to keep it private. Despite Hollywood's attempts to derail Keanu Reeves' career, they have failed. His generosity and respect have only made people love him more. The question now is, what will happen next? Will the revelations lead to meaningful change, or will the industry continue to retaliate against them? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain. Jim Carrey and Keanu Reeves are not backing down.